The Sahel region accounted for more deaths from terrorism in 2022 than South Asia and the MENA, Middle East and North Africa regions combined, the latest Global Terrorism Index reported. The region is experiencing security, humanitarian and political crisis. Niagalé Bagayoko, the president of the African Security Sector Network, is our guest. Good morning. French troops in Niger have started leaving the country that is one of the founding members of the G5 Sahel alliance. What's left of the ambition of the counter-terrorism force?
The G5 Sahel had an ambition that was bigger and was not only dedicated to security issues, but sought to deliver on a development-based agenda as well. From an operational point of view, when this joint force was set up, it ran into several difficulties, not only in the field, but also from a decision-making point of view. These difficulties led to Mali's exit from the organization. This hampered the alliance and, in fact, led to a certain lethargy. Today, the central states of the Sahel have set up an alternative intervention framework. Mali, Niger and Burkina Faso have signed a new charter, the Alliance of the Sahel States, which clearly appeared as an alternative project to the G5 Sahel. If I may, it's important to mention that the states I have just cited had, as early as 2013 to 2014, when they were still governed by civilian governments, they had considered an alliance in such a framework of this region of Liptako-Gourma that would have been affiliated with the eponymous authority.
You've just mentioned the AES, the Alliance of the Sahel States, that includes Mali, Niger and Burkina Faso. Can this force successfully meet people's aspirations for stability and security?
When we consider the 2023 figures, if we look at the figures compiled by the NGO ACLED, they show continuous deterioration of the situation. This alliance, therefore, risks facing the same difficulties all previous frameworks operating in the Sahel region suffered when put to the test by multidimensional insecurity.
The first convoys of French troops departing from Niger by road are now headed to Chad, another founding member of the G5 Sahel. They will then return to France. However, in recent weeks, voices were heard demanding the exit of French troops already stationed in Chad. How likely is it that we will see a domino effect?
The question of Chad is absolutely central in several respects. First, because Chad is the longest-standing stationing area of French troops in the region. France is particularly attached to Chad, where it has a long tradition of presence and intervention. This has been evidenced by the unwavering support that France has given to the Military Transition Council that was set up in an unconstitutional manner and which is headed by the son of late President Déby as part of a dynastic transition. And we can see that it is the difference in the way the situation in Chad and in other countries, particularly Mali, is treated that has largely contributed to undermining the credibility and delegitimizing the French position. Today, Chad remains an extremely important anchor for France. But as you mentioned, there are disputes. However, the difference between the junta in power in N'Djamena and other military regimes is that it is proved capable of firing on demonstrators who have challenged it, which is absolutely not the case in other countries that enjoy popular support.
Thank you for your insight, Niagalé Bagayoko.